always said, I've never got time. I've never got time to do this. I've not got
Yeah.
time to do that. And then I was like, well, I've got time.
Lots of it.
Lots of it. I'm going to use it. I want people to come to my space for a positive experience.
Yeah, and you do
But
get
then,
that vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I also am aware that it's not always positive. It really isn't. NARS was a big one. NARS, I was like, oh my goodness. And then I've worked with Anastasia, Beverly Hills, with Lookfantastic.
Oh yeah.
I just love that.
Okay.
I worked with Yapoda for years.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, and that was I liked how we had that long-term relationship.
Yeah.
I like a long-term relationship with
Yeah.
that. It feels like you've got friends all over.
Yeah.
it feels like you've got people who really appreciate what you do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that. It's just like appreciating what you've got, support from all over.
Yeah.
And that's just the best part.
Welcome back to the Creative Conversation. Today I'm with Rachel Crowe, who's a makeup artist, lash artist, but also a content creator, and she's built an incredible community online of over 100,000 on Instagram.
Yeah.
So a lot of followers. Rachel's career I think is quite interesting because she's always had a business but also done the influencing side as well. So today I really want to get into how these two sides work together. I think so many people see the followers, like the number, your polished content, but they don't actually realise the work that goes in behind it.
100%.
So we're going to get into that, and how I want to touch on like what it's like having all those followers and like the pressure you must feel about sharing your life and stuff. So thank you for coming.
That's okay, pleasure.
Right, so Rachel, to get started I do a quick intro, so like just quick questions to get you into it.
Yeah.
What did you want to do when you were younger?
I wanted to be Ally McBeal, a lawyer.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember watching Ally McBeal when I was younger and I was like, I want to be her. She's so cool.
Yeah. Okay, didn't expect that. Were you not creative? Well, yeah, you were.
I was always
Yeah.
really creative and I was always really sporty as well.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, like sport was like my thing. Like I won quite a lot of like,
What sport?
you know, like little sporting awards.
Yeah.
Like in primary school they did like an all round in primary 7 and you had to do tons of different like things and then you got scored on it and I like won the full thing and it was all like running and like all different things. Like yeah, and then I got into figure skating.
Oh yeah, I knew you were a skater.
So I was always really sporty, always really creative, but I just wanted to be Ally McBeal.
That's so
Because
funny.
she was like a powerhouse.
Did you also love Legally Blonde?
Yeah.
Okay, coffee order.
Iced vanilla latte. Always iced. I can't drink hot coffee.
At all?
Not at all. I can't drink any hot drinks. It immediately makes me feel sick.
Oh.
I'm that person in winter.
It's still got the iced coffee.
No matter how
so
cold
funny.
my hands are, I'll go through it.
I do like an iced coffee, but no, in the winter I'll probably have a normal coffee.
I feel like that's normal.
Yeah, that's not. To be fair, when I first had iced coffee, I was like, oh, I'm not getting the vibe with it. It kind of reminded me of what I thought, like a puddle, like just muddy water.
Coffee would be.
It's like, yeah, no. But I do like it now. Most used emoji on Instagram.
The sparkle or the wand.
Oh yeah, or I'd say white hat as well. You look like a white hat kind of guy. Okay, and then for anyone who doesn't know, how would you describe what you do?
Oh gosh, makeup artist on social media, creative, chaos. That's what I would describe it as. It is chaos.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like all of the side, like the business side and like the content creation on
all of it.
All of it.
All
okay,
of it
yeah, I
is
feel that.
So chaotic.
I would use chaos in my work as well. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started on your career. So I think I got this from your website. Your journey started in 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, what made you start? Let's start from the very start, from like how you started filming your makeup and stuff.
So loved YouTube. Like I'm the OG beauty YouTubers, all Jaclyn Hill, Carly Bible, Desi Perkins, and I loved how they put across like their makeup but also their life as well. A lot of them were like vloggers and they would film going on trips with brands, and I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. I couldn't believe that was actually a job, and I feel like that's when it started becoming a job. And I had just loved makeup so much. Like I loved playing about with it, worked in Debenhams, not on the counters, but I just was always like wanting what they were suggesting, buying stuff. I spent far too much money on makeup. Still do. And so then that's kind of where I had a collection at home, and it was like, well, what am I going to do with it? And then Instagram became a thing, and I was watching everybody else do it on Instagram, loving it, growing, like following, like crazy following, and I was like, why don't I just do it? But then I am a bit of a perfectionist, and I was like, well, I need to have this and that, and it was really difficult. I felt like I couldn't start until I had it perfect.
Yeah.
But I think then what you realise is when you just do it, it doesn't need to be perfect.
No,
it can be like any version of it that you want to be. So then I was in like my spare room, just sitting at my window with a chair, and my window was my light, and I just had my little camera, and I just started taking photos. So I started more with uploading photos because it was Instagram, and then I moved into the YouTube. So it was just, it kind of just came like at the weekends. I was play about with this foundation, like it was just doing that.
Yeah, because anyone who's listened to Kay's episode will know Kay and Rachel worked together in the salon. Yes. But I worked with Kay and Rachel in Debenhams, and they were obsessed with makeup. Like, that's all they would speak about, all these YouTubers and stuff as well. I've never been interested, so I was just like, I don't know what they're talking about. But so yeah, I'm not surprised that you've ended up doing like what it is that you do now. So do you want to take everybody, like, how did you get to makeup and sort of content creation being your full-time job?
Yeah.
Because you took a while to like pull off the band-aid, didn't you?
I stayed in Debenhams for so long. It's because I loved it though.
Rachel was also very good at visuals.
I genuinely loved the visual merchandising job. I thought that was the best job you could get in retail. So I did take quite a while.
It was a good job to have in retail, like, because we didn't have to help the customers really. So if a customer came to us, we'd be like, sorry, we can't, we'll find a sales assistant for you.
Yeah, like how in retail did we never have till codes?
I know, we couldn't jump on the till.
Is that not wild?
And can I just say that anyone that has worked in Debenhams, we did not have to sell a Debenhams card.
No. I mean, we had to hear the painfulness about how terrible all the people were doing selling them.
But it wasn't our job. Yeah, that is retail pretty much summed up.
We were like, I feel like we were so lucky.
Oh,
so lucky in that. We had such a good time. But so kind of started working in the visual team, then doing kind of the content at the weekends. Then people kind of started asking, have you got appointments? Because this is when people started to realise we could get our makeup done by like a makeup artist and not a makeup artist on a counter. People were sort of working from home, people were working from little studios in Dundee, and it was like really up and coming. So I was like, oh, like, should I be taking appointments? And I thought, you know what, why not? So I worked from home for a little bit, taking appointments, still doing like my photos on Instagram, and then I became the supervisor of the visual team, and then I was able to drop down my hours. Like, I had such a good relationship with the management in Debenhams. They were really, really supportive of me, and I remember I started working at Make Me Up Artistry, which was a studio of like 8 girls, all makeup artists. I mean, we were all fully booked. It was such a buzz. It was a really like fun place to start the career. And I was doing that in the evenings, any time that I could. And then me and Kay had an opportunity to open our own place, and this was really early on. I think I'd only been doing this for about 7 months.
Yeah, because I think I remember coming into the studio. I'm sure Kay did my makeup in it, and then I think you needed a model for someone. Was it when you were doing your lashes or something?
Yeah, probably.
And I came, and you were doing like the hair dazzles as well.
Oh my god, yeah.
I remember Kay being like, yeah, no, Rachel's still in Debenhams, like maybe it was like 1 day a week or whatever you were doing. And
I know, so the management in Debenhams, I'd like gone to them and I was like, I really want to be a makeup artist. Like, I really want to do that. And they said to me, what do you need?
That's so good though that they were supportive.
I know. And I said, I want to work Monday, Tuesday. I want to be off like Wednesday to Sunday to work as a makeup artist, a lash artist, and do my content. And at that point, I think I was so focused on becoming a makeup artist, like my kind of content, I wasn't consistent enough. I wasn't as committed to like really grow that following the way that a lot of the really big makeup artist content creators are now. I was just so excited that I got to do people's makeup. They were like, that's fine, you can have Monday, Tuesday. They gave me a pay rise.
Wow.
I was like, what on earth? They gave me a pay rise and I was like, perfect. And they still allowed me to be the supervisor.
Oh, even though you wouldn't be there like half the week?
Yeah, they allowed me to be a 2-day supervisor.
They
liked me.
Yeah, you were nice.
Yeah. And so I did that, and he said, and I remember him saying to me, he was like, just come back to me when you're opening your own place and you need to leave. And I was like, I will do. And maybe about a year later, no, it must have been way less than that, only 6 months later, that's when me and Kay got that opportunity to open our own place. And I was like, okay, I can't be working both and we have our own place. Like, you need to go all in if it's going to be yours. Yeah. I remember just going to him and being like, the days came, I'm opening my own place.
I feel like them saying that to you though, it makes it so much easier to actually do it. Like, when I had to leave my job, I put it off for so long. Like, I'm genuinely surprised my mum and Kristen just handed my notice in for me, because I was like doing nothing but moan about it, but they were like, but I just felt like I couldn't let people down. They knew that I did have Green Creatives on the side, but they didn't ask about it, so it felt like such a like taboo.
Yeah, it was like the elephant in the room. They were just waiting to see what you were going to do.
She actually said that when I left. She was like, I think I'd said on the Instagram that I was like having to put a pause on taking on new stuff because I needed to get like my ducks in a row, pretty much is what I was doing. And she was like, I knew as soon as I seen you say that, she's way to leave. Yeah. But I feel like if you're open about it, then it makes it so much easier and you both know where you stand.
Yeah, because I just then went to like the day that we opened, it was like that first week, like, right, I need to go and hand my notes in now, like, that's me. And I just went to his office and I was like, I did it. I was like, I've opened my own place. And he was like, that's amazing. That's like, so nice. Happy for you. He was like, do you need to leave today? He was happy for me not to even work a notice.
Okay. Did you work a notice?
I ended up saying to him, I was like, I'm not ready yet. Because I thought I had 4 weeks to give. And he was like, well, what about you just work 2? Oh, and I was like, brilliant. So I had 4 days to work. And that was me. And he was just like, I knew you would do it.
Yeah,
he was like, that's so pleased for you. So that was a really nice...
Were Debenhams about to close then?
No.
Did it still have a while? I can't remember when it closed.
It still had a little while, I think, because it maybe had like 2 years or something. Because they were doing a lot of the big renovations, changing all the back of it, and then because that was 2018.
Yeah, I thought that.
And I think it made it through the 2020, so maybe it closed.
I can't remember when it
was maybe right before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it had like a year and a half to 2 years after. So yeah, I just felt so lucky. And then me and Kay have had the shop ever since, and I've always worked sort of 5 days in there and then 2 days doing content.
Yeah, I like you and Kay's set up because it's not like you have salon hours.
No, yeah.
Well, you do, but it's not like the shop's always open.
No, yeah, we are.
So I think that gives you more flexibility to be self-employed.
Yeah, and that's what we wanted. Like, we wanted to be super flexible. That's why we've never kind of thought, well, we'll take on staff. Well, we've had other people rent from us. Yeah. And that's worked out great because we want them to have as much flexibility as us. Yeah. They know that we aren't always going to be there. So it just works out so well. And now it is just me and Kay. It is great because I think because we're such good friends as well and we've always worked together, we just have that like really good relationship where if one's in, the other might not be, it's fine.
Yeah, you're not like wondering where she is or anything like that. No.
We're not tied to it.
Yeah.
But we love it. Mm-hmm. I think that's what's kept us together for so long as well.
And yous are both quite similar but also different in the same way, so that I think that works well when you work so closely with someone. Yeah. So that's obviously how you got to the shop. I want to focus on like building your following. So when you started like taking your pictures and stuff for Instagram, did you ever think you would eventually get paid to do that?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I didn't think I thought when I was doing it, it was just like, I was just flying by the seat of my pants doing it. I was like, do you know what, we'll upload this one, tag this brand. And it was very much at the time where like brands were commenting on everybody's photos.
Yeah.
They were like seeing...
And it was genuine as well.
Yeah, really genuine. And they were seeing the influence that people were having, which is great. And then it was more when we got to lockdown, I then, because I had nothing to do, I treated every day like it was a working day, and I had to get up in the morning, I had to film a look for like in the morning, I had to edit it in the afternoon, and then I had my uploads at night. So I treated that like a job. And through that I got some brand deals, and I think brands as well were very aware of makeup artists being without work over that time. They were really creating, like, I would say, like a pool of creators that then a lot of brands started to use and work with. And especially the ones that were kind of growing quite quickly. I would say like UTAN was, I think was my first ever brand collab, and it was for their facial spray. And then Jamie Genevieve came out with her one. And so it was like, I feel like they were picking up the creators, like they could really then see the influence that was happening.
I suppose in lockdown they didn't have anywhere else to look but online.
Exactly.
So that's, do you feel like if lockdown didn't happen, it maybe wouldn't have grew so quickly? Yeah,
no. It would be a totally different position.
Because I feel like people, I mean obviously lockdown was terrible, but I don't think my business would have taken off as quickly. So I'm thankful for it, but I feel like I know you put a lot of work, and you need to give yourself a pat on the back, Rachel. Like, lockdown was a hard time, in the fact you got up and done your makeup
every day.
Every single day. Like, you deserve those 100k followers. Well done, because that is a lot.
Because I just thought, if I don't, what am I doing? And I also saw it as like, as awful as it was, I'd always said, I've never got time. I've never got time to do this. I've not got time to do that. And then I was like, well, I've got time. Lots of it. I'm going to use it. Like,
no, that's amazing.
Like, why not? It's something I'd always wanted to do. I'd always complained about. And then it was given, albeit didn't want it, but it was given. It was like the best of a bad situation. And I would say that is when things really, really started taking off and growing quite fast. And there was loads of engagement through my page and stuff, and it was really, really good.
Do you think there was like a post or a reel or like a moment where like it changed?
I think it was when we did, so Jamie Genevieve did a week of colour. She did this whole week of colour, and it was every day was a different colour and a different look.
I think I vaguely remember this.
Yeah, and I remember a lot of girls that I still like follow and have contact with online. We were all doing it, and I feel like it created this like community as well, but we were generating a lot of followers from that because it was fun. It was something that was like nice and uplifting in a really crap time.
It gave people like something to switch off from.
And every day like people were like, what's the next look? Like, we were all excited to know each other's looks,
and I suppose it gave some people like a bit of a routine, where because as humans we crave routine, and we really didn't have that. So that, and I think Jamie Genevieve, she really started to like, she was obviously huge before that, but like
that's
over
when,
lockdown as well, I feel like I started to notice her stuff more. And
definitely she was already massive, but that just like, I feel like did propel her further. It gave her like, because she was, I guess, the host of what this was, it gave her like the status of
like who she is.
Totally. So I feel like it was maybe in that time, and then the looks kind of developed with like flowers, and you know, I was adding things and rhinestones, and it got...
Did you not do, there's like a pink, when I'm looking, I could see something.
Oh, I did. I gave myself yellow flowery brows.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
I did a full flower skull on half my face. And I was like, nailed it.
Yeah, and
Just
how long
loved
would
it.
that take?
It would take me all morning. So I remember getting up and I would always film from like 9 until 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would sit on my laptop on iMovie, editing all, doing the voiceover. And it was the time of IGTV came about.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, IGTV, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
That was like YouTube,
but small.
Yeah, because you could upload videos that were, like, my videos were like 5 minutes long.
Yeah, I think they used to do it up until like 20 minutes or something. It was quite
Yeah.
long. Yeah.
It was so good. And then content just got shorter and shorter.
Yeah, because that's actually true, because I remember Reels didn't come out until the August 2020.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously we were in lockdown from the March.
Yeah.
And I remember this because Chris was 30 in lockdown and I'd booked us to go to Rome, but it was at that weird time where you actually were allowed to travel, so I was like, well, we're going, so we went.
Yeah.
And I remember being in Rome thinking, I'm really going to need to work out what these reels are when I get back. It sticks in my head, and then now we make them like every day.
I know,
so yeah, they didn't have that. It was IGTV. That was
Yeah.
like the video sort of version.
Totally.
Okay, so what do you wish people knew? Like, obviously we've went into kind of like how you got your following, but people, I think more now, there's more and more people being content creators, sort of seeking that big follower number. Yeah. They're obviously just seeing your end result, but what do you wish they knew that it took to get there?
I think from like filming back in the day during those times, just how polished and perfected that it had to be, and it had to be super eye-catching, and just the work, like I would film for like 5 hours, like getting it absolutely perfect, light and perfect, and there wasn't all of the stuff that we've got now. Like there wasn't the Alex Serrell clip-on. Like it was, we were like, I remember sitting and I had like massive soft boxes. It took up my whole room, like the whole room, and it was just how much work went into creating these tiny little short videos. And I think nowadays with like content can be way more off the cuff,
especially with TikTok.
Totally. Like,
do you struggle with creating content like that?
Yeah.
Like, did you struggle with the sweat?
Yeah.
I thought you would.
Yeah, majorly, because I feel like when in lockdown, when we were kind of the girls that were kind of all up and coming and doing all these like makeup tutorials and makeup videos, it had to be so perfect. Like even from a brand standpoint, from, you know, in a creator's brief, it wouldn't be like, keep it yourself, like make it natural, keep it fitting in with your style of content. Like the briefs were quite like, there was specifics that you had to do.
And I suppose because back then we wouldn't have been, as consumers, as clued up, I guess, with influencer ads and stuff, whereas now, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Rachel, they probably do want you to keep it within your content
so
style.
Much more natural.
Yeah, because people now are more like, oh well, that's obviously an ad. Yeah.
And like, I think people like, there's like a switch over between being like a makeup artist creator, but people really love a comfort creator. Yeah. People want to watch people who they relate to in life, relate to skin-wise, relate to age-wise. They don't really want the polished, perfected person anymore. No. And I did find that like a real struggle, especially just with like the chatty videos. I would always create really nice polished reels that had a trending sound over it. Whereas people you lose your personality in it, and there's no personality coming across.
There's nothing to like connect with.
So then that's it, they don't connect with you, then it can really dip off. And that's where like I struggle, because I definitely experienced that. So now I do try and do like chatty videos, have a bit of like real life in there, but I do find that it is like such a switch up from what I used to do. Yeah. And I guess I'm not trying to be, but I guess I'm now just wanting to be more that relatable creator that is a makeup artist on the side, so I'll be able to give you all the makeup tips that you want.
Yeah.
But I can like kind of bounce the two off each other as well. So yeah.
I take it, because my next question was, did you always feel confident showing up online? But yeah, you've always, like, even when you've had to like change.
There's been some things that I'm like I say this to my management every day, because I feel like Instagram is your CV, your TikTok is your stories, your private friend stories. But I always say, should I upload what I'm uploading on TikTok, on Instagram? And they're always like, just do it, just go for it. But I'm like, it's a different audience, like it might not be what people want to see, but they are very encouraging of just do it, just upload what you're uploading, because I upload quite a bit on TikTok now, like I try multiple times a day, whereas with Instagram I'm like, oh, I've not posted in 4 days, but it's like,
it's easier on TikTok though. It can be like such a short video, and then it's just like,
it can be so much more off the cuff, it can be so much more just what's going on there.
If you are cross-posting and you're doing it on Instagram, you can just hide it from your feed.
Yeah, that's true, that is true. But I've always felt confident uploading. I never thought it was weird to upload a makeup tutorial. I think because I was like, well, I'm behind it. Yeah. So like, if
you're having to explain like what you were doing as such.
So, and I'm like, I've always loved it, so therefore why not show it? Like, I've never felt weird about posting or embarrassed about posting. I've just done it.
Do you watch your content back?
Yeah.
Do you?
I do watch my content back.
Okay, because I do not.
Because I get the fear. Because I get a little bit like, oh, I just want to make sure that it was edited well or edited right, or...
See, with this podcast, like, because I do, like, well, one day we did 3 recordings in one day, and I was like, wow, that was a lot. But obviously it was a few weeks, and then they came out, and my friend texted me about one of the episodes, and I was like, I don't even remember saying that. Like, I don't remember. It's like, because... So yeah, I do watch it back, like these stuff, but if I'm just doing things for like the Instagram or whatever, I don't watch it back. And that's always what I say to people. Like, I obviously work with small businesses all the time who are not scared, but they don't have the confidence to show up online. I'm like, just don't watch back. That's my advice.
Yeah, like, if you don't want, like, if you are nervous, or just don't, like...
Yeah, but I suppose it's different from you, because I suppose once you've got the polished, like, edit and it's ready to go, I take it you'll need to watch it back to then send it to the brand or whatever that you're doing and stuff. Yeah. A little bit different.
Yeah, if it's a brand thing and it's an ad, then I'll watch it so many times over, send over, and then sometimes it might not have an upload date for like a week or two, and then see when I do watch it back, I'm like, gosh, I could have done that a bit better. Yeah. But it's fine, like, because I'm like, well, the brand's approved it, it's fine, it's going up. I'm just probably sick of it.
Yeah.
Like, I've just probably seen it too many times.
Yeah. This series of The Creative Conversation is proudly sponsored by Stewart & Co Chartered Accountants. Stewart & Co are a local independent accountancy firm founded in 2002, supporting individuals and businesses with everything from accounts and tax to payroll, VAT and business advice. As business owners, we all know how important it is to understand your numbers, and Stewart & Co help make that side of the business feel a little less overwhelming. Whether you're self-employed, running a limited company or looking for ongoing support, their team offers practical, tailored advice to help you stay compliant and make confident decisions as you grow. You'll find all of Stewart & Co.'s contact details in our episode description. So do you see yourself as a makeup artist or like an influencer, or a bit of a mix?
A mix. I think sometimes I definitely see myself as a makeup artist. I maybe actually don't really see myself that much as an influencer. I have my content days where like Monday, Tuesdays are like content days, that's great, but I don't see it as like that's my job. Like it's just...
Are they still very structured like they were in lockdown?
No.
Oh, okay, so you've changed it a little bit.
I've changed it because sometimes I'm like, that maybe isn't the content that I think will work anymore. So
it was 6 years ago.
So it's very like, some days I will sit down, like if I've got like a lot of new makeup and I'm like, I really want to just sit and like try this, then I'll kind of do my setup, sit at my desk, and I'll do a proper like filming setup. but a lot of the times I'm just like, I film in my bathroom a wee bit more now, which
Yeah,
is
I've
a little
seen
bit
that.
more like, I think it's more casual vibes.
Yeah.
So I'll just kind of film.
It's more
little
relatable
bits.
as well, because
Yeah.
not everybody does have like
The desk.
a desk
the
or like
lights.
somewhere to sit
Yeah.
just to do their makeup.
I
So, but
know.
everyone does have a bathroom. So
Yeah. So I kind of like that style of content. And then it's just like, I filmed yesterday, me and the dog's going through to St James's Square.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
we, like, I always try and relate the makeup in it. So we filmed, like, I filmed going to Space and K,
Yes.
H Beauty, and Superdrug. Like, I think my content will always come back to makeup in some way, and beauty.
But I feel like that's because it's your life though.
Yeah.
And because I've known you for like a long time, I could vouch for you. Like, that's not a persona you're putting on
No.
online. Like, the same as Kate, they genuinely would speak about every, like, Mac would release something and they were like, oh, we need to go down, we're like, because we would get a break at like 10 o'clock and then they would go down to Mac and I would just be like, I'm just sitting here guys, I'll see you when it's come up.
If there was a new launch that day, I'm sure it was like the last Thursday of every month at 9 a.m, I would be like with my purse like, I'm going down, like still
and
on the job.
And
I'm
would
like,
also both like discuss the videos that you had watched on YouTube as well. Like, it was, I don't know, a Netflix series that people are speaking about. So yeah, that, like, if anyone ever thought that's Rachel's not faking that, that's genuinely a lie.
We treated like Jaclyn Hill, Carly Bybel as if we knew them personally.
Yeah,
like it was so
did you
good.
see that?
What a time.
Yeah, so I can see how the makeup will still be related even if you are showing like a bit of your life.
Yeah.
That was actually the next question. Like, do you have a limit of what you put online about your life? I know you've got a partner and stuff, and he sometimes a little bit is in.
He is so supportive and loves it. So
I love that.
Recently went to Barcelona.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of filming in Barcelona because I just thought it's an opportunity, and it kind of, I guess, leaned into like a little bit of travel.
Yeah.
Well, and I loved that type of content. I think because I've been watching a lot of people produce that type of content and I really like it. He is very, very supportive. He sometimes says to me, I didn't even realise you were filming. Like, I think we'd gone to brunch somewhere and I put up the video and he was like, I didn't even realise you were filming that whole time.
Oh, that's good.
But he loves it. He thinks it's great. He loves that he is like in it sometimes.
Oh,
we now have a bit of a joke, like if we do go to a restaurant or something, I'm like, right, Flo, walk in. You're the star of this one. And he's just so supportive and he loves it. But there will be things that like I wouldn't share online. Like I think when it comes to like his family, I wouldn't be filming his family. I don't really even film my family.
No, you don't.
I don't think that's very fair. It's fine just me and him.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like external stuff, then probably not. Because there is limits then to what I would post online.
And obviously you are a human being as well, so you will have good and bad days, but you don't really, well, I mean, maybe you do, Rachel, but you wouldn't say on a video, you're not really like that to...
No, I've filmed a few things. I'm really hesitant to put stuff like that online. I think because I want people to come to my space for a positive experience.
Yeah, and you do get that vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I also am aware that it's not always positive. It really isn't. And like a couple of weeks ago, I was feeling really, really low. Like I just felt like my diary wasn't very full. I didn't have really any jobs online coming in. But then I'm also aware, like, everyone goes through that. This is a job that ebbs and flows and you have to be really prepared for it. Like when you're earning great money online 1 month, that doesn't mean that is you for the rest of time. You know, that you have to be prepared for earning nothing and then earning loads, earning a wee bit.
That I was actually going to ask that. So when you're like, if you've got 2 content days in a week, I take it as sometimes it might not be that you're working on brand deals, but you obviously have to keep the online presence to then get more brand deals.
I would say it's like 90% of the time it's not for a brand deal.
Okay, wow.
There's not brand deals in there. It is just organic content.
It's similar for businesses as well, like when they are struggling and maybe their diary isn't full or they've not had many sales or whatever, but we always say, but you need to keep going
yeah.
for the sales to come
You
in.
have
So
to.
it's
have
the
to
same.
keep going. Yeah. And it's having like the motivation to keep going as well. But like I was saying, there was a couple of weeks where I was really, really down, and I did film a bit of content because I'd actually got a book, and I can't remember the name of it. It was like Choose You Love, and it was like a book of like poems, right? But it was kind of, I thought, I saw it and I was like, I really, really like that. And I thought, maybe if I just read one a day. I'm not a very good journaler. It's not something I can honestly stick to. I have so many journals that maybe have about 2 pages written in them. It's just not something that I can do every morning. I just fall off that, and then I beat myself up because I'm not doing that. So I was like, maybe if I just read one of these every morning, they're super short, and that'll like boost me, that'll make me feel a bit better. So I was filming a video and I was speaking about this book and what I got, and I opened it and I read one of the lines and I just burst into tears because I was like, that is so real. Like I can actually get emotional even talking about it. Like, do you know what I mean? But it's just, you have to keep going.
Yeah.
You do, and it's just, you have to keep like the positive mental attitude of,
you've got to, even like, that's actually what I'm about to ask you next, but we'll get to that. But I even feel it like sometimes there's like stuff going on personally and I'm like, the last thing I want to do is sit and help somebody else show up online when I just want to be under a duvet right now. But you've got to keep going because it makes you feel better. I'm so bad for I've learnt this in therapy, that when stuff's going on in my personal life, I throw myself into work because I get a buzz off of getting something done and I can control that. But what you've got to like find the balance in, that I really, not last year, the year before, was quite burnt out because I was throwing everything into work because my personal life was such a shit show, and it was just, I was getting dead ill and stuff like that. So sometimes I now like I was a little bit anxious on Saturday and I was like, I feel myself gravitating towards my laptop when I feel like that, because if I clear my inbox, oh, look at me clearing my inbox on a Saturday, do you know what I mean? And then I give myself a little like ding, and that I'm not anxious anymore. But that's not good. I need to rest on a Saturday as well. Like, it's good to love what you do, but you also need time to just feel how you feel.
Definitely.
This was my question, do you feel the pressure of having to be online all the time?
I feel the pressure of having to have the content to post, because if I'm sitting with no content, that's when I like start to panic. I'm like, oh no, and then that's when I start to, I guess, like lose any creativeness. Whereas if I'm sitting with content, like
it starts to flow again.
I feel that like flow. Like just now I've got maybe about 8 videos that I need to edit, and I can get like 3 videos out of it. You know what I mean? Like you pull content from content already. But I do feel a pressure that if I don't post, I might be forgotten about, and more from like a brand perspective, because there are so many amazing creators that come through and have like the big, you know, they have the big break. They grow so fast, so quickly, and I'm sort of like, I need to either be okay with the fact that didn't happen to me, and that's fine. My following is a bit of a struggle right now. Like, I have lost more than I have gained in probably the past 3 years.
Yeah, to be fair, the other day, when was it? Not last week, week before, they did a massive clear out Instagram.
Oh, did they do deactivated accounts?
Yeah, so, because I had a couple of clients be like, what, oh, my following's dropped, and I was like, oh god, and then I seen someone share that it happened to them, and then anyway, I think like an Instagram expert's like, no, they did like an AI clear out, so they must use AI to go through and like and I feel like Adam, the guy that's like the head of Instagram, he said recently that the followers and the likes and engagement aren't what people they focus on now when they're like sending content out. It's the watch time. So if someone watches your video more than 3 seconds, they'll then push that. So they might watch it and not like it, But if they've watched the first 5 seconds of it, Instagram's like, okay, that's worth watching.
Yeah.
Let's push it to other people.
That's why the hook.
Yeah.
The hook. Everybody loves the hook.
You've got to, so it's something that I like looked into a while ago, and now I'm trying to. It's annoying because when things like that come out, I then need to like steer all our clients that way, and then like the analytics and stuff, we need to scrap everything that we've been looking at and look at the watch time. But you'll notice as well on the Instagram, do you know, like if you click on insights under the post, it's changed. And its watch time is up near the top now, whereas before you would have to scroll down, and I'm sure I said to Amy they're doing that for a reason.
I think when Instagram changes something, you've really got to go with it.
Oh yeah, you can't fight it, and that's what people get stressed about. And I'm like, oh, like you can't keep. Yeah, you've got to just go with it. Like you've got to be fluid when you work with this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I suppose I've never really thought of it that you creating content. I know, like obviously you do that for the business anyway, but you still need to do it to get influencer work in. So yeah, and when you're saying if you're sitting on content, do you mean like stuff in your drafts or just like stuff you've recorded that stuff, you know you've got like an edit?
Stuff that I've recorded that still needs to all be broken down, edited through and stuff like that. So I
if
sit
you've
with
got that, then you know you're like not
I feel better.
Yeah. What is the best part of having like a community online, and what's the worst?
The best part is it feels like you've got friends all over.
Yeah.
It feels like you've got people who really appreciate what you do. It's just that. It's just like appreciating what you've got, support from all over.
Yeah.
And that's just the best part.
Yeah. Yeah, just like having and you'll know people that continue to comment that have commented from like the day one, so it is nice to see that, especially when it's so easy to unfollow, so they're obviously there for a reason. The hardest part,
just always showing up. That's it, just always showing up and being consistent, because if you're not consistent it does drop off and it does show. So being consistent is the hardest part. So
Rachel, you were saying earlier about how some creators got like their big break and like they took off, but I think what you need to remember is sometimes those creators, they don't have businesses and you have a business as well, so it's a little bit different. So I want to actually touch on that. How have those two parts of your life like worked together? Do you feel like they grow each other, or because I know you recently made a client focused Instagram, didn't you? So did you feel like there was a need for that?
Yeah, there definitely was. I think a lot of people didn't realise that I was actually still taking makeup appointments.
Okay.
Because I had a few people come in and they were kind of like, I can't believe we got in with you. And I'm thinking, why my diary's tumbleweed? And they're like, yeah, we didn't even realise that you were still actually doing makeup. And it was because they were following my Rachel Crowe page, and I was like, I need to make a makeup artist page. And plus I had so much lovely content of clients,
it just doesn't make sense
that I had that I was not using, I wasn't putting it anywhere, and I was like, no, I still need to showcase this as like a skill. And so I made the client Instagram, and I feel like that has really helped.
Did it make a difference?
Yeah, I think it's really, really helped. And then because I've then done my masterclass, I've kind of been able to cross-post with the both there, which was really nice. But I think I needed that client one for that as well. It just kind of keeps it a little bit separate, but also lets people know I'm still doing it.
Is the masterclass something that you want to do more of?
Oh, totally.
Did you love it?
Yeah, I loved it. It was so good. I just really wanted it to come across professional, elegant, luxury, and I wanted people to, when they came in, feel like, wow, like this is an experience, like the full thing is an experience, and I wanted everybody to learn so much from it. Like I literally felt like I was just word vomiting to everyone about every tip that I possibly had, but I wanted everyone just to come away feeling like they had just experienced something so fun.
Yeah, I suppose from going to so many brand events yourself, you've obviously learnt a lot, like, because I've seen all the little like top brand points and stuff that you had
I was like, brand
very
everything.
well done. Well done.
Every photo that anybody takes, there'll be a brand somewhere.
Yeah, that's clever. So how do you juggle the business, so the lashes, the makeup, sort of the clients, the content creation, and just Rachel having a life?
Don't.
Oh, okay. I don't balance well either.
I'm not great at switching off. I never switch off.
Do you have any boundaries on your phone or that?
Not really. No. It's kind of, if I see some messages and I'm like, oh, we're well past our 3-5 working days and it's 11 p.m. at night, that's unfortunately when I'm then like, oh, this needs to go away, and I'm like, just do it. But I do kind of think that I have a booking system for a reason.
Yeah, you do.
So
that's a boundary.
Yeah. So if I am getting a lot of messages about appointments, no. That's,
you could sort that yourself.
There's a booking system. My automated reply has the booking system in it. Please use the booking system, because otherwise I might as well then just have a paper diary and be taking it through
and
Instagram
you're paying
and
stuff.
it's too much. If I was, if everybody was messaging me all at once, that is far too much. So I guess the boundary is I have the booking system. So if you're messaging me about appointments, you'll get your automated message back to say you can book here, use it. Please don't wait for me, because I can't physically do it all. A lot of the time I say, you might be messaging me and thinking, oh, why can't I just get a reply? I'm working. I'm actually
and it's
physically
not like
doing.
on your phone. Sometimes we can dip into messages, but you're literally at someone's face.
Yeah.
What about, I take it I suppose because you run the business as well, do you have to have boundaries with if something comes in brand wise? So
my management handle all of my brand deals. They handle all of the emails, the contract, everything.
So that's
legal.
Out of your hands.
Yeah, that is. And I have the best management. The two girls that own my management are amazing. They will always...
Is it Bejeweled?
Yeah, Bejeweled management with Maddie and Liv. And they will always come to me with a final deal. So they'll be doing all the work in the background. They'll come to me with the final deal and say, the brand are needing it by this time, can you do it? And they always make sure that if I need to be flexible with it, they're really, really good at going back and handling that with a brand. So it is really good. They take a lot of that pressure off me, because I couldn't self-manage. If I was self-managing, I'd need to be... I don't think I could have the makeup artist business as well. That would be too much. A lot of it.
Because we've touched on contracts and stuff, is there anything you wish people knew more about actually brand deals, the work that goes into it?
Probably, I wish people were... I always kind of hear she just took it for the money, she just never uses it.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. It's
say that a lot.
I'll only take something if I really, really like it, and if I have been using it. I get a lot of my brand deals from me continuously using a product and then that brand seeing and reaching out and then wanting to work together. I think it's different for you as well, because you evidently have a massive kit that you're using in the business. Yeah. It's not like when, I don't know, a random washing machine, or the fabric softener. No, I mean, it's it's usually something it's always going to be beauty related. So I don't really think people could say, because you've probably had so much in your kit for years. Yeah. So yeah, I think people do say that a lot. But then, I don't know, I think because we've got more clever to influencer marketing, the influencers are now openly saying online, if I've not used it, I'll use it because they've brought it to my attention and I feel like my audience would also use it. So definitely. I don't really think people can do that anymore, just put ad and then for the sake of it. Just a willy-nilly product. Yeah. And as well, if a brand approaches with something, I'll always ask for the product straight away. I want that product. Yes. Before I'm actually Yeah. So that's another thing as well. It's just... What has been your favourite brand you've ever worked with? Oh my gosh. Probably NARS was a big one. NARS, I was oh my goodness. And then I've worked with Anastasia Beverly Hills as well. All the work that I do with Lookfantastic.
Oh yeah.
I just love that. Love them as a team.
I think I still always use your code.
Yeah.
You arcade. I'm like, I'll try both.
Honestly, I just love Lookfantastic as a team. So yeah, probably.
They do influencer marketing really well.
Yeah.
They do.
And the Korean skincare, because that I'm locked on Korean skincare now. So like I worked with Yopoda for years.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, and that was I liked how we had that long-term relationship.
Yeah.
I like a long-term relationship with a brand.
Okay, so mindset. Have you ever went through a period where you felt like, I don't want to post?
Oh.
No.
I feel like posting and doing the creative content has always been like an outlet, and I feel like no matter what is going on in my life, nobody is going to stop me from doing the thing that I love. Like no one. So no, I feel like even when times were tough, nobody was taking that away.
Yeah.
So I would always post.
Okay, that's...
I would always do it more in defiance.
Yes. Love that. Do you feel the pressure because you work in the beauty industry but you're also a beauty influencer to always look polished? And I mean you do always look very good, but
I mean, if you come into the shop,
I've been in the shop.
I'm like no makeup, hair just full of dry shampoo.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just getting through the day. So yes and no. There are times where if I really want to in the morning make an effort, I'll do it. But see, if I'm just needing to like nip to town or if I'm nipping somewhere, I don't feel like I don't feel like I have to.
Yeah.
Ever.
No. Well, that's good, because I feel like people might think that for what you do, you would feel like you're keeping up a persona as such.
I think I'm quite... Because not everyone else is just going out bare-faced.
Exactly.
In their comfies, in their, you know, sportswear and stuff. So no, I don't really feel like I have to.
That's good. How do you deal with comparison online? Do you feel like compare to yourself?
Yeah, like there's a lot. I think it's when you're seeing a lot of other people get the brand deals and you're thinking,
why did I not?
Why didn't I get that? I've been tagging the brand, I've been using the product, and if there's a deal that somebody's got and I'm like, why wouldn't I have got that? I'll always send it to my management and I'll be like, look at this brand deal that happened. And it's just, it's really, really hard, but you also don't know what the brand was looking for at that moment in time.
Yeah.
It could also be there maybe on a retainer contract, so they've maybe actually got like a 6-month deal and they just that was just one of the things that they happened to film with. It is like, I
think brands try to be a lot more diverse now as well.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
You can see how sometimes it might not be you're the right fit, but it could be someone else.
Yeah. So it's difficult in that way.
Okay.
But I think generally I really try not to, because I feel like that's not positive for anyone.
Yeah.
Because then you can start having feelings towards that person that you're comparing to, and that's also not fair on them.
No.
Yeah, they're just doing their thing. They're just successful, and you've just kind of got to step back and go, well, it doesn't matter because their success isn't going to dull my success.
No.
But me having the mindset of comparing with them isn't going to help me either. So you just try and like really just let it go and just keep going, just keep posting.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that in like the sort of marketing sense as well. Obviously there's a lot of people that do it now, but we just stay in our own lane and like focus on, and I'm always working on it and evolving it with things like this, that I'm like, I don't really have time to keep up with like what everyone else is doing, and there's so much room for people, so their success isn't going to take away from mine.
Exactly.
How do you deal with like negative comments or criticism online?
Water off duck's back.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
They're never going to say that to you straight.
Exactly. And they're just projecting onto
them.
You. So
yeah,
it's
like how they feel about themselves.
Yeah. So I'm almost like, that's really sad for you.
Yeah. I always think like, one, you would never say this to me like face to face, but also, how do you have time to like be, if you're not happy with this content, then why are you watching it?
Exactly.
There's millions of videos to be watching right now.
Like, go and watch something that you enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
that's such a good attitude to have, because I can imagine with the size of following you've got, it would be yeah, you can imagine the comments and stuff that you've
Yeah.
had, so...
It can get wild, and I have, like, blocked some certain words, certain emojis, and that's fine, so I don't see
Good.
I'm unbothered.
Thanks, Instagram, for allowing us to do that. Okay, so inspiration. Who have been your biggest influencers in, like, your career so far?
So definitely Desi Perkins.
Mm-hmm.
Her starting, and she's been one that really has transitioned through her content really well, from being makeup tutorials to like little travel vlogs, life vlogs, then through her fertility journey.
Wow, love that.
I absolutely love Desi Perkins so much, I think. And then now she has her own brand and she's in Sephora. So that's it, just her, yeah, like the way that she has transitioned through content and kept her audience, it feels like kept her audience in her family, is so nice. I love her. Also Jaclyn Hill. Jaclyn Hill's been, just with her makeup, has been incredible. Carly Bible as well. Really all the old school YouTubers.
Yeah. I don't know any of them apart from Jaclyn Hill, because you guys used to go on about it all the time.
Her palette, her highlight.
Yes.
and then definitely like Jamie Genevieve, because she's Scottish. Like I feel like she's the people's princess.
She has knocked it out the park.
I know. And I really appreciate seeing how successful she has become while living in Scotland. She hasn't felt the move to London, the move to LA.
She's not changed her accent either.
No, she's kept everything really authentic to her. So I love seeing how successful she is, keeping things, like, being here. Cool.
Jamie Genevieve, she's cool. I just love that Vive is such a strong brand, but it's literally the end of her name.
Oh, like, I know.
It's,
I know.
I wish I was there when she worked out that's what she was going to do.
She's like, hold on, I've got the name already here.
I know.
Yeah.
Where do you see your career in 5 years?
I actually don't know. And I feel like it's quite exciting to not know either. I hope that I am still a relevant and current makeup artist.
I think you will be.
I'm also very aware, like, I'm 35 now. There are so many makeup artists coming up and through that are younger. And I just hope that maybe by the time I'm 40, I'm still current.
You put too much work in though to not be.
I always try and keep up
with what's going on.
Yeah, I'm always doing other makeup artist training.
And look at all the makeup artists that are like, do you know, on the Molly May documentary when they went behind the scenes at L'Oreal, like the show, they're all older, like women.
Definitely.
So yeah, I could see you doing something like that.
And I hope that I have really more established myself online.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still a fairly small, very small creator, and I hope that I can, over the years, maybe show a little bit more of life, travel, work, and still keep like beauty in there as well, because there's so much more that I like to do, and that, like, definitely, I think with the Barcelona, doing all the wee travel bit, I loved filming it.
Online as well?
It did. It performed well. I think people really liked it, and I think
probably
people
like the difference from you as well.
Yeah, and I think people just like to see what I was up to, rather than just constantly sat at the desk, getting ready. I feel like there's only so many times you can watch somebody get ready.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
that type of content I really hope to be like a lot more established in, and I think I just need to like book the trips.
Yeah, I mean that's a good excuse.
I know.
What advice would you give someone trying to grow online?
Just start and post consistently.
Yeah.
Post more than once a day and make it really authentic. I feel like it's hard as well because sometimes you don't know your style. Sometimes you develop that over time.
But then that's more reason to start.
Exactly. But just post, just start, don't be nervous to do it. And almost find your niche, find a little something that makes you you, and go with that. Like for me, it's always going to be the beauty. Beauty will always be within my content, even travel content. It will always be beauty.
Yeah.
But find that little something that you want to share.
Yeah.
You know, like there probably would be people sitting thinking, if I was posting, what would I post about? Well, if you've got kids and you love your kids and, you know,
yeah, like how you parent, like juggling mum life.
Parenting stuff now is huge. And, you know, anything, if you've been through something and you want to share the experience and you're comfortable doing it, do that. Start there.
It literally could be anything. A girl keeps coming up on my For You page. She's just hit 10k on TikTok, and literally she started because she was with this guy and then he was already booked to go and move to Australia, but they fell in love. So then it was about them like going how long with no contact. And then she took you through the story of no contact, and then it turned out he created a TikTok account and had been following her the whole...
Oh my god.
Like, it didn't have his name, and she was like, guys, but we've been taken through this journey, and it's pretty much because she got dumped. That's pretty much what the thing is. But yeah, it could be anything.
That's
I just
amazing.
think as long as you find your niche, you just need to...
Find that something that you want to share.
Yeah.
And just see what it turns into.
Okay, Rachel. Quick fire. So try and just what
quick.
first comes to your head. Okay, dream collab.
Daisy Perkins.
Okay. One word that sums up your journey so far.
I'm like rough. But exciting.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you two. Favourite makeup product you couldn't live without?
Revised Skin Base.
Oh.
And that's
is that the new
product.
One? Yeah.
Like that hat. I
when they didn't give the content brief.
Yeah. They just let people post exactly what they thought about it.
I've actually looked at it after, I think we spoke about it in the salon, but okay, I'm very intrigued
I really want to put it actually into my kit now.
Oh.
I know, I really want to because it's beautiful.
Okay. Best thing content creation as a job has brought you?
Oh, flexibility in life.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Plan B job?
I actually don't have one, so this can't go wrong.
Like this can't... I was going to say lawyer, but that would take me away out.
I feel like I'm unemployable. This can't go wrong. I refuse.
Okay. It won't go wrong.
So no plan B.
No plan B. Okay.
Or I'll be working as a fisherman with Chris.
Yeah! That would do really bad. He should be online. That could be his niche.
Do you know how good fishermen are doing online?
That would be amazing.
So I've started following.
Channel.
I know. I've started following the Cornish fisherman. He goes live every morning. Shows us his catch. I've learned so much from him.
Yeah, he should do that.
He so should.
Yeah, okay. So we give guests a chance to ask me one or two questions. So do you want to see them to remind yourself?
How do you know when someone's content is actually working? Likes and views.
So depending on what type of business they have, it's pretty much money in the bank. Or bookings, sales, whatever they're trying to do, that's what we focus on. When they come to us at the start, I'll say to them, right, are we getting more sales here, or are we looking to raise your awareness? And based on what they say in the strategy, we then focus on those metrics. So if it's raising awareness, I'd be looking at views and reach. If it's they want to boost their online sales, then we'd be looking at the social media traffic to the website. So very rarely for content do we actually just stick in the insights. It's more like, what is the call to action here? You hear me say that to clients all the time in calls, even inquiry calls. I'm like, what are you wanting to get out of this? So like if it was your beauty account, viewers would be like bookings, so the bio link clicks. People, I've never worked with like an influencer, but I assume it would be more brand deal. I don't know. We've never worked in that scope, but it is very rarely those metrics we focus on. It's more like, how is this benefiting your business?
Yeah, because I feel like a piece of content that maybe doesn't get loads and loads of likes, if it's a client that I've done, even if it doesn't get loads and loads of likes, it's maybe got you 5 bookings.
Exactly.
Which is like, that's huge.
Or even like, we've got an aesthetics clinic in Edinburgh, and she didn't use social media for ages, and then we took over an account. When we were in for our second content session, she was like, I've had 12 new bookings since we started posting. And like, the stuff's not went viral, but it's just, she's been consistent and it's in front of people.
Yeah, that's so good.
That's what we would focus on. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Rachel.
Thank you. It's been a
I
pleasure.
will add all Rachel's profiles in the episode description, so if you want to connect with Rachel, you can. But I hope you found that enjoyable.
Thanks so much for having me.